Hi, I'm Grace M. Morris, the author of the Team Vergate series, and this is my kitty cat Junior, and we're new at BookTube. So because I'm new and don't really know what I'm doing yet, I also thought that this would be a good way to get to know me, is to do the New to Booktube Tag by Trina from Between Chapters. I'll link her channel and the original tag video down below in the description box. So let's go on to the questions. First question is, where am I joining you from? I'm joining you from America, the USA, in Washington. Question number 2, how old am I? Well, I kind of had to think about this, and I think I finally came up with a solution on my age. But it's going to take some really complicated math to do it, and okay, I'm not a mathematician. I actually do not like math that much, but I decided that in order to come up with my age, we're going to have to do some math. So, first off, start out with Joanna Kepler's birthday. So Joanna Kepler's birthday is 12/27/1571. And you want to time all those numbers together to get this really long, ridiculous number that I'm not going to say out loud because it's really going to take all day to say. Down at the bottom, you'll see the number down at the bottom of the screen here. You divide that really large number by the number of books on my to-read list on Goodreads, which is technically not my number anymore, but we're just going to go with it. And that number is, so you're going to divide your really long, ridiculous number by 410 to get this number with a really long decimal number behind it. Then we're going to minus it by pi. Pi is 3.14159,265. And you're going to minus pi by the number you originally had. So, you're going to have another really odd, long number. So, what you're going to do now is I'm not that old, so we're going to minus it by my favorite numbers, which are the following: 3, 7, 8, 12, 21, 92, and 4. And we're going to minus them from this number, the number that you had, the really long one, to get this other really odd number. We're then going to take that really odd number and divide it by a type O sun, effective temperature, which is 30,000. So we're going to divide it, we're going to divide now to get a zero number with decimals. And then we're going to use ice cream, cake, and chocolate to try to lower it down, not lower it down, we don't want to lower it down, we want it to raise it up again, times 9 scoops of ice cream by a 0.912346 slice of cake and a 0.5 bar of chocolate. I'm going to times it by the one number you had to get a 0 with this really long number, decimal. And so you're going to take that really long decimal and plus it by the number of books I read this year, which so far I've read 40. So once you plus that, you're going to have the 40 with this really long decimal behind it. And I really, really do not like Desmo, so we're just going to do minus that Desmo. With, we're just going to take it off, period, to get 40. And I am not 40 years old, so. And I really like kittens, so I'm going to minus 21 kittens from my 40 to get my age. Question number 3. Why did you join BookTube? Well, I'm a writer and I love to write books for young adults, and I also love to read books. I'm really into books and stuff. And when I found out about a community that also loves to talk about those things, I really wanted to be a part of it and to talk to editors about the things that I really enjoy doing. Question number 4. What is the meaning behind your channel name? Well, the meaning behind my channel name is it's a name that my parents gave me in real life, Grace and Morris, and the M stands for Marie. Question number 5. What types of books do you like reading, and what types of books do you want to talk about here? Well, I tend to read a lot of different kinds of books in different genres. Some of the genres that I read are Christian, dystopian, sci-fi, urban fantasy, fairy tale retellings. Pretty much I'm probably going to talk about the books that I read. Question number 6. Who are your favorite authors? Now, that's a really difficult question because, it really depends on the book to me. I like some books more than I like others, and so it's really hard to find like favorite authors, and this list is bound to change. But if I would have to say who my favorite authors are right now, it would be Sara Ella, Dekker, Terri Blackstock, and Krista McGee. Question number 7. What is the last book that you read? The last book that I read is the second book in the Hunger Games trilogy, Catching Fire by Susanna Colony, and I really enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. Question number 8. What am I currently reading? I'm currently reading Insurgent by Veronica Roth. Can't remember what page I'm on, but I'm so far really enjoying it. It's the second book in the Divergent trilogy. I'm also reading some books for work. They have to do with, I can't remember right offhand what they're called. They have to do with time travel, and I also have they have like 2 books on time travel, and I have another book I was currently reading that has to do with how possible certain technologies would be in the near future and stuff. So I'm doing that stuff for researching. Question number 9. What do you use for bookmarks? I tend to get a lot of books from my library, so whenever I place a hold for a book, they put in this like little piece of paper here that so I can find my book and stuff. So technically I just use these for bookmarks. I think I do have a few bookmarks and stuff that I sometimes use, but for the most part it's just these blank pieces of paper. Question number 10. Show you my current TBR pile. So because my books are I get a lot of times at the library, I don't have them sitting next to me the second. But for the most part, I got free books on my really to read list right now, which is the third book in the Hunger Games trilogy, Mockingjay by Susanna Colonies, Allegiant, which is the third book in the Divergent series by Veronica Roth, and the first book in the War of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien. Question number 11. What do I prefer? Hardcover or paperback books? I don't really care too much on what the cover's like on the book. They both kind of have their problems and stuff. I really like them both. With the paperback, the cover's a little bit more flimsy, but they tend to be a little bit more on the cheaper side to buy. But as well, for the hardback, they tend to have these jackets that are flimsy. We can just take them off when you read them, but they're like a little bit heavier. So I really like them both actually, and I would go for either one and stuff. I probably aim more towards the paperback, but I really do like the hardback too. The second part of question number 11 is, do I prefer ebooks or physical books? Now, at this point in time, I do not own a Kindle. I only have a Kindle reader on the computer that I work on, and because I work on that computer, I tend not to like read on there because I'm always thinking of work and not reading books. So I technically, I think, prefer the physical books. I like to have something in my hands. So I go to the library a lot and stuff for that purpose because I just like holding them. The third part to question number 11 is, do I prefer to owning books or borrowing them? And to answer that, like I've already said, I prefer to borrow books at the library, mostly because it's cheaper, and before I buy a book and stuff, I have an idea if I will read that book, if I'll enjoy it or not. Question number 12. What book or series of books got you into reading? I'm going to say that Nancy Drew got me into reading, and I'm not 100% sure on which book of Nancy Drew. Question number 13. How did I discover BookTube? I first discovered BookTube by Sara Ella's channel, which I'll link below because she's like really cool. I think I found her out on like Twitter. Someone was tweeting that I knew was tweeting about her, I think, but I'm not 100% sure. And she was just like really cool and stuff. And then later on I found out of I have another BookTube channel which I really like called Coffee and Chappers. And I'll go link that one below too because she's just really cool. Question number 14. What challenges do you think I'll face with this channel? Well, I probably will face a couple different things and stuff. One of them is time because I work on a couple different jobs. One of them I work with my mom with our website, and I also write books in my spare time as well as a few other things. So time is something I probably will struggle with a little bit. Another thing is our internet, and it's not the best. It's satellite, so it works sometimes. Question number 15. Where else can we find you? Well, I'm going to link all the stuff down below, so you'll be able to find all that information down below, but some of the places you'll be able to find me is my website, and Goodreads, Twitter. I have a Facebook page. I'm on Google+, but I'll link everything down below where you can also find me at. So I think that's it for today, and thank you everyone for watching. And if I know I'm a newbie, I'm not very good at this, but if you could subscribe or like my video or follow me on another social media thing that's linked down below somewhere. I'm going to say thanks again and read Near the Stars as close as you can. Bye.